Ashlyn, and I'm from Brooklyn. Please subscribe. My twin sister Brooke and I were born to a single mother, and we were the prettiest set of twins with gorgeous blonde hair. Oh dear, I've always wanted a daughter, but each time God gave me these good-for-nothing devils. How about you give me one of your girls? Just then, I bit the woman on the hand, and she ran for her life. Brooke, how many times have I told you not to be violent? I'm Brooke, Mommy. Ashlyn. Mom was shocked because usually Brooke was the one with the nasty temper, and I was the well-behaved child. But I just couldn't help it. People always tried to take us away because of our super long hair, which even Mom thought was going to make us super famous one day. But I wasn't very fond of the whole famous thing. I was a studious kid and I loved books, and Brooke was the polar opposite of me. Everyone at school was her friend, and she was the head of the drama club with a huge fan following. In the 6th grade, I topped my grades, and Mom took us to a fun fair as a treat. But on our way, she bumped into a friend, and while I checked out the stalls, Brooke went on to buy some ice cream. But minutes later, I heard her scream. I ran to check, and some guy was fighting with her over the last piece of ice cream flavor they both wanted. I was here first. Let go, you crazy witch. Hey, leave my sister alone. Give it to me now. We'll both go home crying. Suddenly, Brooke took the ice cream and shoved it into his face, and the guy went bonkers. He took out the biggest ball of gum I had ever seen and shoved it straight into the back of Brooke's head. OMG! I kicked him in his knee and he fell into the pig pen in the petting zoo. But now, Brooke's head looked like a bird's nest, and Mom almost fainted when she saw Brooke. She immediately took her to the hairdresser, but even the hairdresser freaked out when she saw the giant mess. There is no way we can remove this. We'll have to cut it all. What? No! But since there was no other option, they gave Brooke a buzz cut, and she looked devastated. The entire way home, I tried to cheer her up. It's just hair, Brooke. It'll grow back in no time. But she didn't say a word, and when we reached home, she ran up to her room and locked herself in. So I tried different ways to cheer her up this time. I baked favorite cookies, Brooke. Open up. I asked Mom to buy tickets for the BTS concert, and she agreed. I'm gonna be a mom. Finally opened up. God, you're so dramatic. So are you. Could it be we're related? Later, when the school reopened new session, I made Brooke wear a wig. But since it was summer, Brooke kept scratching her head like crazy the entire time. Oh God, please stay away from me. I think she has lice. How dare you even say that?
Vår beste synsundersøkelse noensinne, og alltid inkludert et par briller. Kun 685 kroner på Specsavers.
She does not have lice. Right then, the boy sitting behind Brooke noticed her wig coming off, and he pulled it off. Oh God, she's a baldy. Wow, we can finally tell Brooke and Ashlyn apart. The pretty-haired one is Ashlyn, and the bald one is Brooke. All the kids burst out laughing, and Brooke looked furious. She jumped on the kid who pulled her wig and grabbed his hair until he let out screams. The teacher pulled her away and was about to send her to the principal when I begged her to let it go. And thankfully, Brooke got away with a warning. But the next morning, when Brooke came down, Mom and I were shocked. Did you forget your wig, sweetie? Everyone knows what I look like now, Mom, and it makes me itch. Come on, honey. You wouldn't want to go out of the house looking like an egg. Mom, I think you look cool, Brooke. Whatever. I don't need your approval. Huh? What was that about? At school, I warned all the kids to not mess with my sister, but it seems like Brooke didn't care about it anyway. Then one time, I was in the school's hallway when Brooke's drama club members came up to me. Ashlyn, Brooke left the club, but we really need a pretty girl lead for the play. Can you take the role, please? Please? They kept begging me to replace Brooke and didn't leave until I said yes. But just then, a boy walked past me and stopped on my books. Hey, watch it, dude. But when he turned around, I was shocked to see it was Brooke. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I didn't see it was you. Yeah, that's the thing, Ash. Saying that, she just turned around angrily and walked away. And I felt so stupid for not recognizing her. After that day, something changed in Brooke. and she started to talk to me less and less. And Mom only made things worse. Every time we'd go out, she'd make Brooke wear a cap. A few weeks later, when we got home from school, Mom was screaming with joy. Oh, honey, I have great news. Some weeks back, I had sent Brooke's photos to a company that was looking for a new model, and guess what? They selected her! For the first time in ages, I saw a huge smile on Brooke's face, and then Mom said, but now Ashlyn will have to play the part. What? What are you saying, Mom? Mom told us that the company wanted to use a model for their new hair products, and since Brooke had lost her hair, my natural hip blonde hair made me perfect for the part. Just then, Brooke took a vase on the table and smashed it to the ground. How can you do this to me? Those were my pictures. I was the one who got selected. She cannot take my place. But what can we do if your hair won't grow back? It's been like that for months now, and God knows if it's ever going to grow back. Listening to Mom's words, Brooke ran to her room crying, and I told Mom I was not gonna do it. Oh, Ash, I wish I'd never have to tell you this, but things are really tough at work for me right now. They might even fire me, and I'm so worried about how I'm gonna take care of my girls. Seeing Mom so to the offer, but now Brooke was super mad at me, especially after Mom took her to the doctor and we discovered that her hair growth rate had slowed down drastically for some reason. That's why her hair was taking so long to grow back. Later that night when I was sleeping, I felt someone pulling my hair, and when I opened my eyes, I saw it was Brooke trying to cut it off. OMG, Brooke, are you crazy? Yeah, I'm crazy, and now I'm gonna turn you into me. Luckily, Mom came in just then and pulled her away. She scolded Brooke real hard, and after that day, Brooke stopped talking to me. The next week, Mom took me to the audition, and when I got the part, we had to fly to Los Angeles for the whole year. But Brooke was not happy at all. I don't understand why we have to leave everything behind just because of her. Why can't you be happy for your sister, Brooke? This is a huge deal. And honestly, it's not like you have a lot of friends here. You could use a fresh start too. Despite Brooke's protests, we moved to LA. The campaign I did became a huge success in no time, and my ads were everywhere. On buses, on billboards, and on TV. By the time I turned 15, I had a huge portfolio of modeling work, and Mom had become my manager. And she decided to enroll me into a private school. Honey, you're a celebrity now. Your safety and education has to come first. I was more than excited to finally have proper schooling after all these years of modeling, and I asked Mom to enroll Brooke with me too. But as soon as we entered our new school, kids came running at me to take autographs and selfies, and they follow me everywhere I go.